Did New York State Attorney General Letitia James lose 80% of the civil fraud case against Donald Trump, as a social media post claimed? No, that's not true. The judge in the case did not dismiss any portion of the charges filed by James in New York against the former president, a legal expert told Lead Stories. Trump's legal team raised an objection based on their interpretation of a prior appellate ruling, but the judge said he was not ruling out any claims based on a statute of limitation and nothing was dismissed. The claim appeared in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, on October 2, 2023. It opened, quote, "Breaking, your reaction. New York Attorney General Letitia James, at Tish James, leaves the courtroom without granting any interview after losing 80% of the case against Trump on day one because she could not figure out what the statute of limitations was." End quote. This is what the post looked like on X at the time of writing. Source: X screenshot taken on Thursday, October 5, 3:57 UTC. The following day in court, October 3, 2023, Engoron reiterated that all claims were allowed under the statute of limitations, which he had ruled on the previous week, according to the Associated Press. He said his ruling not dismissing the charges stood, according to PBS, quote. Engoron said Tuesday that statutes of limitations bar claims, not evidence, and that at the trial's early stage, he's inclined to give both sides considerably leeway to connect older evidence to claims in the lawsuit. "I want to emphasize, this trial is not an opportunity to relitigate what I have already decided," Engoron said. End quote. Columbia Law School professor John C. Coffey Jr. told Lead Stories via email on October 5, 2023, that 80% of the case was not over. Quote, "The impact of the statute of limitations on this CSE is a real issue and may be addressed on appeal by the appellate division, but it is unlikely to be addressed further by the trial judge, as he has already ruled. Nor does the statute of limitations affect the injunctive relief that the judge may yet order or his decision, in his summary judgment decision, to appoint receivers to liquidate the assets of Trump's NNY business entities. Trump can argue his position, which others appear to be misinterpreting." End quote. Trump stated on October 2, 2023, that Judge Arthur Engoron conceded that about 80% of his case was over. Video of him outside the courtroom published on Forbes Breaking News YouTube channel show him making the claim beginning at 0:34, quote, "Well, I think that was very good. That last 5 minutes was outstanding because the judge essentially conceded that these statute of limitations that we want at the Court of Appeals is in effect. Therefore, about 80% of the case is over." End quote. The Washington Post reported on October 2, 2023, that no portion of the Attorney General's case was dismissed. Quote, "Trump and his legal team have said repeatedly that they won 80% of the trial, because an appellate court intended to dismiss claims based on statutes of limitations. Engoron has not dismissed any portion of the Attorney General's case, but the defense is suing him over what it says is an improper refusal to follow the appellate court order." Engoron acknowledged the blanket objection, and Bender proceeded to testify. End quote.